welcome. Hey Micro Mage, hey Jason. Welcome both. So what I have here is this is RB King 80's Atari Lynx. I've never worked on one of these before, and apparently the two likely culprits on one of these not powering on, which this doesn't, you know, it's just dead, no power at all. The likely culprits on this are probably going to be caps or MOSFETs, and I don't know which, and I only have caps, so might not be able to repair it on this stream, but you never know, we might get lucky. So I guess let's get this thing open. So if I get a cloth for it so we don't scratch up the screen. It's quite a nice screen on this. I know from what I've been reading that you need to get these off. These adhesive rubber thingies. Let's see what we can do. Ah, there we go. Yep, two screw holes there. I'll just pop this to the side. And we got this one. There we go. Okay. Pop this off as well. Yeah, this could be interesting. This could be interesting. So, where's my screwdriver? There we are. Got a nice fancy German Wera driver. These are brilliant, by the way. Highly recommend these. Welcome to up. Welcome to the stream. So, oh, that's a crusty old screw. So yeah, we don't actually know what's wrong with this. First thing I'm going to do is check the caps on it. And take it from there. Oh, those are bigger. Okay. That can go there. Wasn't expecting that. I was just expecting these screws to all match. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, nice. Interesting. Interesting. So there's some sort of backplate. I bet I've got to get this off. I bet you. This thing, yeah, this thing would make a good doorstop. It's beefy. This thing is properly beefy. Okay, so I guess we've got to get that screw out. Yeah, cute little screw. So how does this work? I'm probably gonna have to use... Oh, okay. Right, okay. If you guys can see that, that's interesting, actually. I was expecting... Well, actually, I don't really know what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting surface mount caps, but that's fine. Makes my life easier, actually. So, I guess I've just got to disconnect these ribbon cables. You know, I've been thinking about getting myself a set of those iFixit drivers. They do look pretty good. And they don't seem that expensive either. Right, I'm not sure how these come undone. It looks like they lift up. Now let's get the scalpel. Actually, I probably don't need the scalpel. Let's try with tweezers first. So... Oh, this is awkward. I think this just lifts up. I don't want to force anything because this isn't mine, so... Okay, let's just see if these... Crikey, this is not easy to get into. Come on. Oh, okay, that does just pull out. That's not too bad. Come on. I got a feeling getting this thing back together is going to be annoying. There we go. That's one ribbon out. Is that one locked in, or is it just going to pull? I don't know. Okay. God, this is delicate. I think it's locked in. Oh, yeah, okay. So that lifts up. There we go. I think that's probably unlocked it. Oh, there we go. Cool. We're in. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now I hear that these are basically the same as the Game Gear one. They've even got the same fuses on the side. I think this is a UC320 LCD. Different connector on it though. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Alright, anyway, let's put this aside somewhere safe. I can now get rid of this cloth. Yeah, look at that. Lynx II. You know, I'd still recommend getting the Wearer set. It's worth it. It's really not bad. I like it. Comes in a little bag. I'm not actually sure where the bag for it is. It's around somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the comes like this. So you get this nice little bag. And all the bits, they're all nice long bits like that. So, you know, you can get these into pretty much anywhere you might need to put them. You know, and they're good solid bits. I really like them. Wasn't too expensive either. But yeah, I'd recommend one of these for sure. And the driver set is really nice. You just pull that and out the bit comes. Pop it back in and it magnetically locks in. Nice and solid. Right, anywho, so I suppose I should test these caps. That could be interesting. So, let's find out if any of these are bad. So let's start with this bad boy over here. Let's get a bit of zoom on, shall we? How's that look? Right, let's have a look. Okay, I think that one's good. ESR doesn't look bad, so let's try this one. Try that again. I've slipped around a bit. Okay. Seems alright. Can't get it to detect this one. There we go. 3.2 ohms. Okay. Let's try this one. If I can. Can I get... this one's a bit awkward. I have to test it from the other side. Where's those? Ah, okay. Okay, I think that one's fine. Got these two big ones here. Let's try them both then. that just say 12.8? Okay, I think we do have a bad cap. Or not? Yeah, better fume. I could use a better fume extractor. I just got one of those crappy FA400 knockoffs. It's alright. Actually, I think this cap's good. 0.2 ESR. 0.2 ohm. Let's try this one. Seems 111. Is that right? Oh yeah, that's probably about right. Okay. So I think these caps are good on this side, but we've got a bunch over here as well. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's try this cluster by this wheel. Not sure you guys can see that. I think you can. Seems okay. You know, I think these caps are going to be good. I've got a feeling they're going to be fine. Okay, is that a cap there as well? Yep. Do quite like this tool. Okay. We've got 2 caps here as well. Yeah, I probably will recap the lot, but I'm going to see if it's actually the capacitors that are the problem or not first. I mean, you know, I could go ahead and recap it and then find out that it's a MOSFET or something like that, you know. So I figure I'll test it first, find out where the fault lies, and then, yeah, we'll see, right? 2.6 ohms, that seems a little high. I mean, none of these caps seem bad. 2 up here. I mean, we're looking, yeah, we're looking okay so far, I think. What else we got? I think I tested those, didn't I? Did I? Yeah, I think the caps are actually fine. There's only that one under there, but I can't test that without removing this thing, so I guess I've got to get this off. How does that work? It looks like the foil goes under this cartridge slot. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? How in the heck do you get that off? Alright, well I guess I gotta desolder this foil thingy. So let's do that. I suppose I could probably do with a larger soldering bit for this. Let's go with... I haven't even calibrated this bit. Whatever, let's just go with it anyway. We'll see. Alrighty. Fire up the old iron. There we go. I've got my Cthulhu roll of desoldering braid. It's turned into Cthulhu. And I know... Oh, that smells like it's burning. I need to select the right bit, don't I? where's my K bit? There we go. Right. So to get at that cap, it's just there. I probably need to desolder that, and those. Okay. I suspect this copper's just going to wick the heat right away as well. I'm guessing it's shielding of some kind. Actually, let's use my other roll of desoldered braid, and I've got that somewhere. Oh, you know what? I can't be bothered to find it. Whatever. Nice. Crank that heat up a bit, I think. Right. Absolutely does not want to melt. Yeah, this is interesting. Let's try huh. Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like this on a board. Right. Let's get this one off. Okay. And then this one. Man, you know, it's a shame what happened to Atari. They're a shadow of the former selves. They're like Sega, really. Just another game publisher now. Oh, come on. I know you want to melt. I know you do. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. They've got, I don't know if you guys can see that. They've got some kind of insulating tape there on some of the things under it. Okay, so that's a cap. I mean, yeah, I know, replace all the caps. Like, I've got a kit for it. I've got them all. You know, I plan to. But if it's not the caps that are the fault, I'd like to, you know, I'd like to find the fault. So we'll see. We shall see. There we go. Okay, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't just replace one cap, because, you know, if one's gone, they're probably all on their way, right? Yeah, none of them seem to be reading that. That's interesting. I guess the next thing is, I mean, that doesn't look good. It tested okay, that one doesn't look good. Not to the eyeball, anyway. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like around this cap here that I've got my thumb on. You see the coloration on the leg there. No screen, no power dejected, like absolutely nothing. So I think it could be the caps, because there's definite corrosion around that one. C39 by the look of it. Now apparently this MOSFET can go bad as well. I've got my thumb on. I'm going to test that as well. See if we can zoom in on it better. I'm going to test that real quick. Let's fire up diode mode. Ooh, interesting. So we're getting 500 drop there, which I'd kind of expect. And I would have expected the same on that leg too. Hey RB King, welcome, welcome. I think this is bad. I think that's bad. Evening. No, not necessarily dejected. Apparently on these ones, from what I've read, apparently a common problem is the MOSFETs go bad. So, yeah. What is this component? I can't see it with my eye. Something. $500. Oop. Open line. I'm getting like 2.6 there, and I get an open line that way. I mean, it doesn't seem right to me. Yeah, I think it's a MOS. I think it is. It looks like one. Yeah, it looks like one. Okay. Well, you know what? I guess I'm going to recap this thing anyway, and if it's the MOSFET, well, I can always replace that in the future, right? When I've got one. Either that, or potentially, with RB King's blessing, maybe cannibalize it off of another Lynx that I've got with me right now, while waiting on one to be delivered. So I guess we can see. So yeah, I guess I'll start with removing these old caps. So I've got two here. Game Boys, yeah, Game Boys are cool. I like Game Boys. Grew up with a Game Boy Color actually. Right, so I'm just letting the desoldering gun preheat. Get a bit of flux down, why not? Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about that crazy Game Boy that they've got, I forget the museum now. It's in an American museum. It's the one that went through, I think it was Iraq or Afghanistan. It basically got blown up and it still works. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with the old Game Boys. Made to be cheap too. Made to be cheap. Okay, I think the suction on that's fine. Had to service that desolder gun. It wasn't working so good before. Is that ready to come? Nearly. There we go, that's one off. Which one's this? This is a 470 10 volt, so let's grab a 470 10 volt. I'm sure there's one in here somewhere. Is it this one? 470 10 volt, yeah, there we go. Just make sure I get that polarity right. And of course the hole needs cleaning better. Figures. Okay. I'm gonna change my iron bit. Right. Let's go for the BC something or other. What we got? We got a BC2. Yep, you'll do. Okay. Kind of trying to eyeball this one without using the scope. Okay, I think that's got it. It's going to be... Has that got it? Nope. There's some fresh solder on it, I think. Just check the tap. That's typical of DHL. DHL are crap. I've had so many problems with DHL. Definitely not hands clean. You know what? I'm just going to use a desolder gun. Screw it. I've got one. Why not, right? Solder. Tell you, I don't have a very large work area. It's kind of annoying at times. Okay. I got the gun. Oh yeah, that well cleared it. Nice. Okay. Let's do that other hole. Oh, much better. Okay. So positive goes that side, which is the long leg on this. So there we go. Let's get it soldered in. Let's get that into shot. There we go. And just like that, brand new cap. Brand new cap. Sorry, I was just checking the chat, guys. Seeing what you guys are chatting about. Fresh solder on it, and then let's go in for the kill again. Nice, right, what's this one? This is 35 volt, 100 microfarad, okay. 3500. 3500. Okay, what we got? 100 microfarad, 35 volt. Oh, found it first try, okay. You know, I don't like these pads on this other side. I'm going to clean them up a bit. See how they're not the right colour? Yeah, I'm sure we can get one working. We can probably get both working, to be fair. I mean, it just depends what's wrong with them, doesn't it? If it's the ICs that are gone, particularly like the main system processor or something like that, then, you know, kind of buggered. But if it's one of the other ICs, we should be alright. Well, with any luck, anyway. No, that should be fine. Right. Yeah, I was quite excited to get onto this one. As soon as I finished my normal job, I jumped on it. Okay, that looks fine. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to grab a Sharpie, and I'm going to Sharpie the ones I've replaced. There we go. Right, we got one there. Yeah. Right there. Get that into shot. Okay. Keeping track like a sir. Wait, was that it? No, that's it. we go, fresh solder. Yeah, the only problem I've got is this desoldering gun I've got. It has a habit of blocking up very easily. It's really annoying, actually. You see that? Yeah. One side's ready, the other isn't. Alright. There we go. Well, technically I'm already offering it as a service, right? So that's a 3510. Let's see. You look like a 3510. What are you? $35.10. Very nice. So positive goes that side. So let's get that on there. There we go. Yeah, recapping's kind of fun because it's one of those things. It's easy to. It's easy-ish to do. It's getting the old caps off that's the hard part usually. There we go. But yeah. Yeah, I kind of enjoy recapping stuff. Yeah, how's everyone doing anyways? There we go. Another one bites the dust. Then we got this one down by the coil. There. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Yes, not that similar to the Game Gear actually. Sorted for May. May? May's ages away. What's happening in May, Jason? Ah, come on. Here we are. Pop right off. Right, what we got here? We've got a 1 microfarad 50 volter. Okay. This looks small enough to be 1 microfarad, are ya? Nope. Nope. $50 1 microfarad, cool. Probably want it roughly in line with all the others. So about there. Cool. Cool. Right. Yeah, that's solid in. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I've been fighting with Amazon Web Services today. It's always fun. Right. Well, making progress. 4 down. There we go. That one. Right there. Cool. Doesn't help when my own solder joints actually look like the ones that are already on there. Yeah, and just like that, we got that cap off. Right, what's this one, guys? What's this one? Who can tell me what this cap is? Oh, it's another 1 microfarad 50 volter. It should be one of these black ones then. 1 microfarad 50 volts, okay. I must be one of the few people that actually likes working with through-hole components. Right. Yeah, so we've got an interesting game to test this with. It's got about as early 90s, late 80s name as you could possibly imagine. We got Electro Cop. It's like Super Cop, the cop that can't be stopped. Yeah, then we got this one. Cheapest one on eBay. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, it's hard to test a console without any kind of game, right? You know. Appreciate you doing that, RB King. I mean, Game Gears, I've got tons of games. Those are easy for me to do because I've just got the games on hand, you know. I think I've got about 25 Game Gear games. There we go. What's this one then? This is a 10 microfarad 16 volter. Okay. We got 220. Nope. 220. Nope. Ah, there we go. 10 microfarad, 16 volt. Cool. Hang on, where's it? I can't see the polarity symbol on this one. Oh no, that's not good, is it? All the others have a polarity symbol. I bet it's under this bloody shield. I bet the polarity symbol's right under this shield where the C1 is. Okay, not to worry. That I can check. Let me just pop this cap there. So, I wheel over to the computer of doom. And then I know the schematics for this. So, Atari Lynx. Oh, this is fun times, isn't it? Okay. Alright, let's flip back over. Yeah. Okay. That's quite annoying, actually. I should have checked the polarity because I can't see the polarity for that one cap. Mind you, that said, they all have positive next to them. And I don't see a negative or positive symbol on this side, which means that side's probably positive. Let me look at the other ones. Yeah. So I think it goes in this orientation, like so. Now the question is, do I want to chance it? I don't really. Do I have more of that cap? I do have more of 10 microfarad 16 volters because I know I've got those for Game Gears. So, it wouldn't be the end of the world if the cap went. Ideally, I'd like to look under this shielding thing. That's soldered down on the other side. And this is why you should check polarity. I think my orientation is correct because all of the others have a positive symbol, and if this had a positive symbol on this side, which it doesn't, it means the positive symbol must be under this shielding. So I'm pretty sure the negative side is this side. What y'all think? What y'all think? You know, I kind of want to watch my own stream now just to see what it was. Well, you know what? We can always desolder it, can't we? Let's get that in there. There we go. Nippy snippy. I'm going to make a note of that cap as well, actually. So I think that's C1. Check polarity. There we go. Alright, that's this side of the board done. So now we've just got this million capacitors on this side. God, look at those. Okay, well, let's get stuck in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Alright, let's do it. This time I'll check polarity. So negative goes on the bottom side. What is this? 220 microfarad, 6.3. And this is 220 at 6.3. Okay. So it goes in that orientation. Tell you what, man, this Lynx is a beefcake. Massive for a handheld. It's kind of cool though. No, they don't. They smell perfectly normal, these caps. You can't smell them at all. You know, all I smell is the flux and the solder I'm using. No fishy nastiness, which is nice. Okay, so that's the next one to go. Okay. Yeah, much better. Much better than the others. Oh man, that fishy old capacitor smell, it's disgusting. Oh god, you can't even see what I'm doing, can you? There we go. Nice. Negative on the bottom. And this one is 220 at 6.3, okay. 220, 6.3. Negative stripe this side. Might have to try and get a faulty one of those for you. Faulty... What, a faulty Lynx? This is a faulty Lynx. It dunny power on, Captain. She just can't do it. She literally doesn't have the power. You know what? I'm really looking forward to summer. I'm sick of it being dark at like 5 p.m. Oh, the Mark 1s. The super beefcake version. Now is it me? Yeah, look at that. It doesn't look as bad with the naked eye, but looking at that, that looks corroded, doesn't it? I mean, half of mine to take the shielding off and have a look underneath it, you know. Now let's get this next cap off, anywho. That. Yeah, that one. Wait. Don't mind me, people. Make conversation amongst yourselves. I'm just getting confused by capacitors. Right, there we go. Boom. Boom. That'll run a bit longer than I normally would. This is fiddly. Okay. There we go, got it. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this one. Okay, so this one is 47 microfarads at 6.3 volts. So let's find that. 1 microfarad, 2.2. Didn't I say 6.3? 47, 6.3. I got a 47 at 16. I mean, that'll work, but let's just make sure that's not meant for somewhere else. 2.2. 25 at 10. That's another 47 at 16. 10. 10. Another 47 at 16. Oh, okay. And another. Okay, I guess all the caps in this kit are 16 volts, which is fine. I'm guessing it was for cost reasons. So the positive goes on top. So let's get that in there. Yeah, the Ben-Vens look nice. They do look nice. I think they do I think Ben-Ven's got a Game Gear one as well, I think. Could be wrong. I know recently there's been a whole ton of new Game Gear ones. Screens. They're coming down in price, like McWill and McWill clones aren't the only options anymore, which is kind of cool. Oi, oi, oi. Snip. Let's mark that one as done as well. Wait, that's a laser pen, that's not a Sharpie. Okay, negative goes on the left hand side on this next cap. Alrighty, alrighty. Yeah, I've done a bit of tidying up of my desk, and because it was basically organised chaos before, now it's not chaos anymore, but I'm actually finding it harder to find shit. Right. Is that still kind of soldered in? God, this is fiddly. What we got? We got... What is this? What's the rating on this? Oh, it's another 47. Okay. So negative goes to the right, positive... No, positive to the right, sorry, negative to the left. Yeah. Do like these direct heat soldering iron things, direct heat technology ones. They're so much nicer than the old crap I used to use. Yeah, Jason, that FM203 you picked up, that looked pretty sweet actually. Totally jelly. Pretty cool that it's got like extra ports for other stuff as well, so you can have like the hot trees and stuff. I thought that was really awesome. And we got this one. What's the polarity on that? Polarity goes toward the edge of the board. Okay. Way easier than recapping a Game Gear. Actually, mainly because I don't have to bend all the capacitors into weird shapes. Yeah, man. Oh, that's being stubborn. Just pop that cap there for a second. Let's get some fresh solder in there. And just like that, we're good. What is this cap? This is 1 microfarad at 50 volts. So that's 2.2. Aha, there we go. And just like that, we got our next cap in. Progress were made. And once again, we'll mark that as done. Yeah, it's quicker because, like, you know, on the other one I was taking caps like this and I'm like bending the legs down and then like bending them into weird shapes to get them onto the board. This is just straight through holes, so it seems a lot easier. There's more caps, but it's easier. But I suspect that this is going to need more than a recap. That's my suspicion. I think that MOSFET's gone. Which way is negative on this? Down and down. Okay. I'll do the top one first. I mean, we'll see. You never know. You never know, we might get lucky. I don't think so, but you never know. That's that one. I mean, at least if it's recapped, it's recapped. Then whatever else work is left on it, you know, shouldn't be too bad. Just gotta actually look at this with my eyeballs. I think that's just kind of clinging on by a tiny amount of solder. Yeah, it was. Okay. So, one of those holes is not properly clear, so let's just refill it in. And get that desolder gun back on it. Sweet, that's much better now. So what is this cap? This cap is 1 microfarad at 50 volts, okay. 2.2, 2.2, what are you? .50 volt, 1 microfarad, okay. Look how much more massive these modern caps are. They're absolutely huge. These, yeah, well, as long as they fit in, it doesn't matter, I suppose. You'd have thought it had gone the other way around, though, wouldn't you? Smaller. That's that done. Cool. We're making progress. And then there's the next one underneath it. So let's do that. Yeah, there's a guy who recaps Macintoshes. Really nice fella. He's got a good channel. Bruce Rain with Brankus Creations. I know Micro Mage Repairs watches Bruce. And if you're into something a bit more modern, Jason and Phil. So Jason and Dakota both have really nice channels. What we got here? We've got a... Seriously? Is that 1 microfarad 50 volt? Thought I was running out of that. Okay, fine. 1 microfarad 50 volts. Okay. So what do we have left? 16 at 10. 16 at 10. 50 at 2.2. 16 at 10. 35 at 10. I think that this cap kit may not have all the caps we need. It doesn't look like it. So 1 microfarad at 50 volts. Alrighty, alrighty. Okay, I might have to go rummaging in the rummage bin. Jason's fine. Jason's better than me. I'm missing a cap. Alright, fine. I do have a massive box of caps. Maybe I've got one. Behold. Behold the box of caps. So let's look. We're looking for a 1 microfarad 50 volt. What we got here? We've got 0.47 microfarad 50 volts. Well, that's close, but no dice. 6.3. 6.3 at 47. So remember that magic number's 1 at 50. Nope. 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 Wait, what was I looking for? 1 microfarad 50 volt, weren't it? Yeah. So it's, okay. Nope. Okay. None of those are. Next box. Nope. Nope. What the fuck are these? Have these fallen out of this bag? What are they? 2.2 at 50. God, that was close. It's not those. Not those. Not those. I could always replace your 1 microfarad with this 2,200 microfarad RB King. You know, what could go wrong? No, not that one. Oh, you're in luck. You are in luck. Look at that. 50 volt, 1 microfarad. You're in luck. I have some spares. How good is that? Okay. We can continue the recap, the recapping. So positive goes on top. Look how much smaller that one is. They're both the same. 1 microfarad, 50 volt. Look at the difference. Look at that. Let's get... you see that? Yeah, whatever. You know, whatever. The negative on the bottom. Alright, let's get that soldered in anyway. Cool. More progress were made. What do you mean label that stuff? It is Jason. Jason. Look. Look. I do label stuff. Look, I'm not Phil. Look. See? It's labelled. I'm not a complete animal. Mostly. Mostly. I'm not a complete animal. Right, anyway. What's this one here? We get... what's the polarity on that? Negative on the top. Okay. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can wiggle this free now, or if I need to put more heat on it. It looks like that should just come out. It's clinging on for dear life. Also, I don't know what's going on with the white balance on my camera. It makes everything look like super red, like it's Armageddon or something. Right, what we got anyway? We have a 10 microfarad at 16 volt. Oh, I saw one of them. There's one. So let's get that in. There we go. Yeah, recapping's it's just fun. It's chilled, you know? It's just relaxing. It's like some people like watching ducks or something. I like watching and doing recapping. There we go. And we'll mark that one as done. Yeah, I mean, like, console repair wise, I'd probably say Phil's one of the best. Yeah, if you like watching mod work as well, Voltar's not bad. Tell you what, Voltar, he's a master of using desoldering guns. You know, just float the gun tip and pull the trigger. Nice. There we go. What is this one? This is 10 microfarad at 35 volts by the look of it. So, oh, would you look at that? We have one right here. Okay. Get that soldered in. What's going on in chat? Oh, it's the region 3. I didn't know that. I don't really know much about the Lynx. The only Atari I've ever owned was a 2600. It was the junior version, and that was a very long time ago. So we've got one more here. Yeah. Okay. That one. What is the polarity on that actually? That is negative facing the top. Okay. And the reason I'm putting fresh solder down is to make desoldering them with the gun just a little bit easier. It does help. There we go. And using the age-old technique of wriggling the gun around. Come on, get back in your holder, you bugger. There we go. You know what? Come to think of it, I think the Game Gear is region 3 as well. In fact, I think most handheld consoles are. I mean, the biggest reason for region locking back in the day was the TV standards, and it was less region locking and more just, you know, cost cutting, I think. Right, so what's this one? This is 16 volt at 10. Remember that magic number. Found it. And we said negative facing the top. So there we go. Oh man, I remember the N-Gage. That was such a weird phone. It's like, here's a handheld gaming system. Also, it's a phone. I mean, doesn't sound weird nowadays. They had a proprietary game format as well. I never owned one. I remember seeing them in... they might have been Electronics Boutique back then, actually, but I think it was Game. That was around 2004, 5, something like that. That was back in the days I used to work at McDonald's. There we go. Do you want fries with that? So we're doing these two caps now. Okay. Oi. Right, what have we got here? What is this one? And what is the polarity? Negative on the left. Okay. This is 2.2 microfarads at 50 volts. And I know I saw one of those, I'm holding one. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you know, I don't know what games are actually on the N-Gage. I think it might have even had a Tomb Raider game on it at one point. I can't really remember for sure. I think it was trying to compete with the PSP at the time. Yeah, N-Gage, thinking about it. Let's face it, the only other company in the handheld space that's going to compete with Sony is Nintendo, and Nintendo wiped the floor with Sony. Which, to be fair, is not a surprise to anyone who knows handheld gaming systems. I mean, back when you had things like this Atari Lynx and so on, the Sega Game Gear, and I think there were probably others, it was a time where there were a lot more hardware manufacturers. Oh, excuse me, and there were a lot more. There was a lot more competition back then, I think. It was both a good thing and a bad thing, I suppose. I mean, I'm not really old enough to remember firsthand a video game crash, but like, I know of it. And I know that was in part down to there being so many different system manufacturers, and also that there was not any real limitations on who could develop for what, and so you ended up with a lot of trashware because of it. I mean, these days, I'm a fan of indie developers, but back in the day, some of those old games were just absolute crap. Mind you, I guess I can't really talk because there's a lot of modern stuff that's absolute crap as well. PSP was great, really was. I remember having a hacked one back in the day, and I remember I used to modify PlayStation 1 ISOs so that I could play them on the PSP. I think I played through all of Final Fantasy VII on a PSP. That and Crisis Core. Crisis Core was good. Right, what's this cap? This cap is 50 volts at 2.2. Okay. Oh, you're joking. This cap kit's not got all the right caps in it. Huh. So that's C33. .2 at 50. 2.2 at 50, yeah. What the hell? What the hell? I might. In fact, I'm pretty sure I do have some 2.2 at 50 from my NES caps. Let's have a look. Yes, I do. Awesome. So far, I'm not sure I rate these Digital Delights cap kits. They come with almost everything you want. I need to double check what I ordered actually. Maybe I ordered them for the version 1. It's just, oh, I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The important thing is we have the equivalent. So, positive goes on the left hand side on this one with negative facing down. Like that. There we go. Just as well I have spare caps. It's also just as well most systems from that era have roughly the same types of caps used in them. Okay. Yeah, exactly. They call me Captech because I have massive boxes of capacitors. Right, we're down to our last cap anyway. And of course it's the one under the foil. Yeah, that one. Okay, that's awkward to get at. Right. Great. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. If I just sort of hold it with my hand. Ow. Just mash my glasses into the microphone. Okay. There we go, and sounds like that's starting to block up a bit actually, that gun. Let's see if we can get this one out though. There we go. Come on. Right, what's the polarity of this? Polarity negative facing down toward the long end of the board. Okay, I've got to remember that. Negative facing down. Remember that. Negative facing down. Okay. Negative down. Negative down. Negative down. What was that cap anyway? Negative down. It is a 10 microfarad at 16 volt. Cool. Hey. There we go. I haven't had the front fascia apart yet, RB King. I'll show you it in a second. I'm pretty sure they are. I've read that they are, but I've never confirmed it myself, you know? I've just read that they use the... I think it's the UC320. They're old school Japanese made LCDs. Sort of from back in the late 80s, early 90s. I don't think there were all that many... colour LCDs back then. I don't know, but I'm pretty certain. I'd have to Google it or just, you know, have a look. I know they're like rare as rocking horse shit now. Right, I got to get that insulating tape back over those cap bits. Yeah, I'll tell you what, RB King, in a second, because I've basically done recapping this now. It's all new caps on here. We'll have a look. Alright, there we go. So that's that. I've recovered it. So those pins shouldn't fall short against this copper foil stuff. So I guess we'll just get this soldered back down. Let's just hold that down with tweezers. There we go. Right. And of course, let's mark the last cap, why not? Boom, so if we zoom out. There we go. All new caps on here at least. Just make sure I trimmed them all. I did. Okay. I suspect there might be more power circuitry underneath this shield. And I think that this component here is dead, but we'll see. But I did say we'd take a look at the screen side of things. So, what I do have somewhere near me is an actual Game Gear LCD that I've taken off of one. Let me grab it. Did I throw it out when I was cleaning up? I can't remember. Maybe I did. I probably did, actually. I don't know. But what I can show you, if we look at this side, you have a little compact fluorescent tube running through that, and we've got these two fuses either side. I can tell just by eyeballing these fuses on either side of the compact fluorescent, they are the exact same fuses used on the Game Gear LCD. And the other thing is, this ribbon connector, although it's a different ribbon to the Game Gear, looks very much like it. It even has these tiny little chips. You see these three pieces here? Each of them control a segment of the screen. And I think there should be one somewhere else on this that's similar. So yeah. I'm going to inspect all this actually while I'm at it. I'm going to get this under the scope. Let's have a look. Let's see what we can see. Never recapped a Majesco Game Gear, no, but I think they're more or less the same as a regular Game Gear. The only big difference is most of the aftermarket mods and stuff like that don't work with the Majescos, as far as I know anyway. Let's get some better focus. There we go. How does that look? Looks okay. Oh, that don't look good, does it? No, that's not good. I think I did that as well, but I can fix that. That's interesting. Those are bridged together. You see this? I think when I removed it I may have damaged that. I can repair that. What I'll do is scrape it back and create a jumper. But looking at it, not too bad. But yeah, never Majesco Game Gear. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate doing these. Okay. Annoying as it is, I need to fix it. So let's fix it. So, scalpel. There we go. Mind you, it is jumpered to that. Golly gosh. In fact, I think I can fix this with a solder bridge. Yeah, I can fix this with a solder bridge. Annoying. Annoying. It's times like this I wish I had a fiberglass pen to do this. Oh Well, you can't really see this, can you? Sorry. Let me see if I can focus that better for you. There we go. Hey, Andy. It's kind of weird because I'm doing this on an angle. So I've stripped that of the insulator above it. So now I've got to do a little bit this other way. Maybe I can rotate this for a better view. Yeah, this is so fiddly. Okay. Not sure how well you can see what I'm doing. I mean, even I'm struggling to see it, but there we go. Oh, that's a bit better. I've had to do this kind of repair on Nintendo Switches before, actually, where the Joy-Con rails have had corrosion on the pins. Like on the connector leads. So what you're seeing right now is real-time problem solving. There we go, that should be enough. Let's see if we can... There we go, look. I've got to clean that up with some IPA. Get the debris out of the way. And a cotton bud. Where the fuck are my cotton buds? There they are. Ugh. You see that break there? I've exposed the copper now, so what I'm going to try and do is create a solder bridge on the break. And if that works, what I'll do is over the top of it I'll put some UV solder mask just to sort of secure it and make it firm again. I think that's done it. I think let's put a bit more solder on there. Let's see. Let's see. No, that's not done it yet. Need flux, I think. Yeah, these sort of things always are. Right, that looks like it's done it. Yeah, that's done the job, I think. Yep, that's done it. Right, let's have a look-ski. So the way I can test this now is these two pins are bridged together, so if I check those I should get continuity. So let's do that. Meter in continuity mode. Yep, we're good. So let's just make that repair just a teeny bit better, shall we? Let's get some, let's get a little bit of not desolder, some UV mask. And let's get a cotton swab. Okay, and let's get the laser on it. Nice. I'll tell you what, these old LCDs are not very nice anyway. I tell you. But at least they're repairable, so there is that, to a point. Some people do some crazy stuff with these old LCDs actually, because there's like three little, I think they're microcontrollers. I'm actually not sure. At the base of the LCD, I'll show it when this is cured. And sometimes what you get on these old LCDs, or at least on the Game Gears, you get like this crazy, you'll get like a line that will go dark. So you'll have like 2/3 of the LCD working. It's crazy. And what people will do is try to reflow those things with the solder balls in, but it's really hard to do because you can only really do it with soldering iron, because if you get a hot air station on it, it'll just torch the display itself. I know because I've tried it. Didn't go well. Yeah, I'll check out this is coming along on its curing in a minute. Actually, I think it's really cool how ultraviolet shows on the camera like this. Jason, if you stick an LCD from the 1980s on a hot plate, it's gonna literally wreck it. It's gonna obliterate it. And yes, I'll get a hot plate. I will get a hot plate. Probably not necessary really to fix the trace, but I'm doing it anyway. I mean, we got continuity back, so that's good. And I'm just basically providing this cable with some rigidity again with some UV solder mask, which should just about be cured by now. Actually, let's have a check. Very nearly. Yeah, fixing these cables, it can be a bugger. You see, when I open this up, these ribbon cables were very difficult to remove. I didn't force it, but I think it gave just a little bit and like just nicked into that trace, which was mildly infuriating, but there you go. I mean, in theory, I could take a pair of scissors to this. I'm not going to. I'm not going to because this belongs to RB King, but you could take a pair of scissors to it and cut it and then resolder it. You know, it is actually possible to do that. Not that I recommend it in any way, but, you know. What I'll do now is fix this side as well. I'll give that a bit more rigidity on this side, with a bit of UV solder mask as well. So let's do that. And again, RB King, you know, I apologise for that damage. So if it doesn't work, I'll sort something out for you. Right, where's that mask again? There it is. But now I know to be extremely careful with these bloody cables. There we go. And this is why Phil will tell you, do not work on a customer's item unless you've worked on the particular thing before. And I made a bit of a schoolboy error. Can you see this okay? Well, no. There we go. But yeah, what you guys are getting to see is how to repair a ribbon cable. You can equally scrape back the insulation on the ribbon cable, and you can just solder on some enameled wire or similar. In fact, I think today or yesterday, recently anyway, the coder Phil, he put out a video on where you can scavenge that kind of enameled wire from like old transformers and the like. So give that video a watch if you want to know how to get some for dirt cheap. I actually bought mine, but you know, whatever works, right? Also, if any of you fine people would link Phil the coder, and Jason, feel free to link your own channel as well. I would. I need to set up the stream bots to do that for me actually. But please feel free to plug your own channels as well. I got no problem with it, and I don't think I've got URL filtering enabled, so just go for it. Same goes for you, Micromage, too. Oh hell, anyone who wants to, I don't mind. I'm easy going. Now, Phil's not a tight ass. He just knows where to spend the money, right? Like, why spend, I don't know, for argument's sake, 30 quid on enamelled wire when you're probably already sitting on a ton of it anyways? I mean, I bought it because I'm lazy. Yeah, I think we're getting there. This is starting to look pretty well cured. Interestingly enough, I've never tested how well this stuff holds up as like a flexible thing, right? Well, you know, why not, right? Like, you know, if you want to re-spool it and stuff and sell it on, it's not a terrible idea. People will buy it. I mean, I bought spools of spools of enamel wire myself, you know. So there's going to be people out there that will. Nothing wrong with that. Right, where's my tweezers? There we go. Let's test this side now. I think it needs a bit more time to cure. Yeah, it does. Sorry, I know watching things cure under... Well, you see, the thing about Phil setting himself on fire is I actually think it's because he works in a shed, and I imagine sheds get cold at night, right? So you set yourself on fire and you set. Plus, little known fact, but ninjas can't catch you if you're on fire. So it has that added benefit too. Oh man, my hands cramping up. Right, there we go. I think that's good enough. Right, anyway, so we need to test this bad boy, don't we? Which means, well, I guess we can first check just to see if it's getting power. So let's get back to the camera view. He sets himself on fire after playing pads. He means well. Oh, okay, cool. You know, ooh, I could use my brand new desktop power supply, couldn't I? My linear power supply. Yes, I could. I could power it by my linear power supply. But then I'm going to need stuff to... I still need to wire it up. You know what? Ignore me. Ignore me. Let's see if we can just get it wired up enough. Where's the shell? Where did I pop that other bit of the shell? Where did I put that? Oh, it's right in front of me. I swear to God, I really would lose my face if it wasn't attached. Okay. So that goes in that way, and in that way is the connectors. So that then means that, okay. So Jesus, this is fiddly. Is that in? I think that's in. And then fucking ribbon cables. Oh god, I hate them. You see this shit? This is the most awkward bullshit. There we go. I think I got... No, I didn't get it. Come on. There we go. Come on. Well, I just want to get a cable in. Come on. Fuck me. Right, there we go. That's in. That's in. Okay. Let's just make sure that we got the LCD in properly. Actually, I kind of like the way this LCD works with its connector. The Game Gear LCD soldered straight onto its PCB, which is like it's bollocks. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get that in. And then gently does it, don't pull on anything too hard. Bullshit. Fucking crappy nuts. Just ignore my ranting. Right, there we go. I've got it together-ish. Yeah, this is a bar steward. Yeah, totally. It's a bar stool. Okay, so right, what's the polarity on this mofo? It is negative is that one, positive is that one. So the batteries are 6 AAs at 1.5 volts. So that's 369 volts. So it's a 9-volt system. The what does this shell say? 9 volts, 3 watts. 3 watts. That's going to be what? About 0.33 of an amp. So I guess if I set it to 1 amp, that'll give it enough power. Right. Okay. Well, let's set this up for some power, shall we? See you later, Andy. Good having you. Okay. What was that? Negative. Where the nutsack's negative go? Is that the bottom? Pretty sure I said it was the bottom. Yep. So that one goes... I guess I can clip it on the end there. Like that. And then gently does it just to double check polarities. That is definitely a positive, so that red one clips on there. Crikey. And then with this janky setup, let's get the game. In fact, I think that needs cleaning a bit. Let's just clean this up a bit. So Bit of IPA. Oh man, that looks way better. Right, let's get the power supply plugged in. Before I do, I'm going to disconnect the banana jacks just so that I don't have it, in case I've got it set to the wrong voltage. Turn that off now. Right. Right. Voltage. I want 9 volts. Thank you very much. 9 volts. Okay. Moment of truth, guys. I didn't think this was going to work. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be drawing anything. Unless it's just not got any brightness on the screen, maybe. Let's play around with that. Nothing. Let's see if we got any voltage on the board, I suppose. So we do that. I definitely connected up everything, didn't I? Yes. But did I connect everything up properly? That's a question, isn't it? Let's double check those ribbon cables. I'm not sure they went in all the way. It doesn't help that, like, that's the amount of room I have to work with. So I think that this lead that I'm touching here is for the buttons. So let's make sure we've got it all the way in. I think we do. check this lead as well. By God, these are awful to work with. Alrighty, I'm pretty sure those are in right. Let's try hooking up the power again. So let's go with positive to positive. Negative to negative. No, nada. I think the MOSFETs are gone. Because we're not getting shit when we do that. So that's for the backlight. I wonder if we could jump at a power button somehow. I don't know how. I don't know where the point on the board for that would be. What's kind of annoying is there's a button labelled power, there's a button labelled on, and there's a button labelled off. And what's the difference between power and on and off? Right? Okay. Well, let's disconnect power again. Totally disconnected. We weren't getting any current draw at all either. That was interesting. So we'll disconnect these cables. Bloody hell, this is horrible to work with. Come on. Cool. He was on Phil. He's been on and off. He's been on and off. He said he's busy with something. Not sure what. Those coils look shorted to get. No, they're fine. Okay. So the real question is, how do I jump at the on mode? That is a question, isn't it? Okay. Well, let's see what happens with the power. So that's labelled positive. Cool, that is getting 9 volts. Are we getting anything anywhere? That's a question, isn't it? We are there. So we've got the 9 volt rail. I'm wondering, I wonder. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. So it looks like we've got a shorted diode. Yeah, that diode seems foobar. That diode don't seem great either. That's not good. No, that's not a good sign. Got any other diodes I should be checking? Let's check this one. I can't even tell what orientation that should be in. Oh, really? Shorted. Huh. It's not shorted to ground, but... The fuck is going on with that? Yeah, interesting. Interesting. I think we got a duff Xena diode. Alright. Yeah, okay, that test's fine. That seems okay. Yeah, I think it needs a new MOSFET and a new diode. That's what it looks like. Right, RB King, I have a suggestion. And that is we could see if we could cannibalize, well, first of all test and then cannibalize the parts from the other one. What do you think? Because we got this one. Hey Lee. Welcome. Oh, I can really hear the fan going on my new power supply there. Right, okay, let's do it then. Right. Pop that to the side. Let's get this one open. By the way, this definitely looks like it's been opened before. I mean, yeah, pretty sure it has. Oh, that came off easy. 100%. Yeah, this is replacement adhesive as well. Somebody's definitely had this open before. Oh well, let's crack it open. Well, these two consoles dejected. These are both RB Kings. They're not mine, which is why I asked on the stream, like, whether we can try scavenging parts. I wouldn't just do it because these aren't my consoles. Also, look at this. Like, look how depressed in that button is. I'm not sure how well you can see it on that angle. That's not great though. I think this one's best days are behind it. Well, I already undid that screw. we go. Jesus Christ. Look at this poor thing. Well, no wonder those buttons look like they're really depressed in. They're like, it's not screwed together. What time are we on, guys? 7:36, okay. Good God! What the fuck? What the fuck? Literally, what the fuck? This is like... What the fuck? That's all I got. Yeah, what the fuck? Good God. Well... Some dumbasses had a go at this one. Let's get it all pulled apart though, eh? Let's get it all apart. Okay, there we go. That doesn't look great either. Let's get a better view of that. Well, mate, I'm well spoken. But if you knew my actual background, you'd know I might sound posh, but I'm not. I mean, I'm a Leicester lad. I went to a right shithole of a school. New College, Leicester. I think... What was it? It was about 60% of people that went there got... No, it wasn't even 60. I think it was like 52% of the kids that went there actually got a GCSE when I was in there. I was one of the ones who didn't. You know, like I say, absolute shithole. Well, this... interesting, okay. Yeah, this RP King, like... The reason that... You know how I said I thought the power jack was loose inside it because I could hear it rattling? It was rattling because none of it was screwed together at all. I mean, it was just like that. You know, like none of it was screwed together. That's ridiculous. I mean... Yeah... It looks like what they did. Yeah, okay, I see what they did. The screws are in. You see these screws? They're in, but they didn't think to screw this part in. The screws are meant to go through both pieces, right? And they didn't do it. Actually, I'm holding the wrong part. Sorry, I'm holding the wrong bloody bit. It's this bit. This is the bit. I'm getting mixed up between the Lynxes now, but look at this. Like, what? Fucking Muppets, I swear. I mean, I'm a Muppet, but I'm not... Ah, Jesus. He's grounded. That's a little... Classically, classic. I still remember in school, it was crazy. I remember I busted my arm. A mate of mine legged me up. And I landed on my arm in such a way that I snapped my wrist, like right there. Complete snap. Clean snap. And I had this plaster cast on. And there was this one kid who thought it'd be a great idea to throw a bottle of pop on me. Well, I'm wearing a plaster cast. I'm basically armed. Let's just say you got a plaster cast round the back of the head. Ah. Interesting. Okay. Alright, one of those diodes on the other board definitely gone. This one's, yeah, this one's testing okay. So that seems alright. So these diodes, maybe that top one ain't so good. But these diodes seem to be testing alright. You know what, Phil? I might take you up on that because I've got this bad boy, which is a great mic for when you just sat there and you're not moving around and stuff. But you guys, I imagine you're probably hearing like me move around, distortion, and so on just from moving, right? Yeah. Yeah, sorry about the audio quality. I am aware of it. Let's get the meter in shot. So I need to get one of those USB outs as well for my meter. So we get a reading we'd expect there, right? We switch these leads around. We expect, you know, open line, right? Which we're getting. We're getting open line there. On the other one that we were just looking at, so if I just put this board aside and we take this one, and then I know the focus is a bit crap. Look at that. That's it's just straight through. Doesn't matter which way. Like that diode's dead. That diode's well dead. Look at that. Occasionally, you sound like a policeman's radio. Hello, hello, hello. What we got here, then, lads? Looking a bit suspicious. Okay. Anyway, let's cannibalize a diode. Let's cannibalize a diode. I wonder if I can get it off with just the iron. Maybe. Let's find out. I'll take the bad one off. You're going to make me use hot air on this. I really don't want to because there's a bit of plastic near it. Actually, is this through hole? Is this through hole? No. Okay. that away. Yeah, Phil, I'll DM you later. I'll DM you later. In the meantime, let's see if we can just get this off with Wick. Who knows? Might get lucky. Probably not. God, I wish I had hot tweezers now. Well, I say that. I say that, don't I? I could. There we go. All it takes is a bit of gentle movement and we got it, we got it, we got it. Alright, so that is the bad one off. Let's test that other one because I can't remember if that other one was bad. I think it might have been. Diode mode. So open line. Open line at about 600. Well, 0.600, not 600. That's fine. 2.6 that way around, and what do we get this way around? 500. And where was that other board gone? Jesus, Phil. Poor Sarah. Poor Sarah. I wouldn't dream of talking to my missus like that. Open line. Great, that's fine. $600. Open line. Great. Is this open line as well? No. Interesting. I think so. You know what? I think this one's got some failed diodes on as well. What you want to do, Sarah, is make it extra salty. Extra salty. Right, so we don't need to replace that one, I don't think. Wait, what? Is it open both ways? Seriously? Open, open. Okay, I actually think this diode's dead open. I swear I was getting a reading on it a minute ago. fuck is going on here? Seriously, what the... Dumbass, I had the wrong mode on. Good, I want that open line. 600, yeah. About 600. .6, alrighty, and let's get that other one. .600 and should be open line. Yep, that's good. 600. Open line. About 600. What's interesting on this one, which has got me suspicious, is when I flip the polarity around, I'm getting like a 2.6 voltage drop. I would expect this to be open line. I think this diode's dead on this one as well. Come on now, folks. Keep it PG-ish. Don't mind swearing, but come on now. Come on. There are limits. Let's get some flux on this. Let's cannibalize this one. Also, RB, I think, judging by the size of these caps, I don't think these are factory caps. On this more busted one. Chasing you around. Try and keep yourself in one piece, Phil. You got more streams to do. You're too young to be battered to death. With a whipping stick. You know what? I'm actually really missing the microscope view. I might have to put it under the scope in a minute. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got it. Bye, all. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Phil. I'll see you again. Okay. So, here's the recap one. Is this just round? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Right, let's get this new diode in. Well, I say new. Let's get this new old diode in. Alrighty, I think we've more or less got that in. We'll get a bit of flux on it. Yeah, I think that's on fine. Progress were made. Now let's just test it. So we should get about 600 in this orientation, I think. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe it's not the diode. Oh, very interesting. Okay. Wait, what? Let's test it out of circuit. This is the old one. This is the old diode right there. So we're expecting nothing in this orientation, and we get nothing. But in this orientation we're expecting probably 600, and we get nothing. Oh yeah, and we get about, yeah, we get about 600. Alright, let me just pop that diode there. Yeah, it's fooling me. I think something else must be short. Something's wrong somewhere. I mean, I thought, oh, you know, diode not testing quite right. Maybe it's the diode. But, you know, I test like this. You know, 0.2 volts suggests the diode's open, but I don't... You see? But if I take this... Let's take it out of circuit again. I'm just wondering, maybe I accidentally picked up the original diode. Maybe I did something daft. Let's have a look. Is that a solder blob on the trace there? Or is that just the way the light's reflecting? Let's get this under the scope. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, it could be this thing. So we got that off again. me get that under the scope. Now I've got the meter in diode mode. You should hear a beep when I do it this way around. We're getting 500 that way around, give or take. Yeah, 550. And we should get open this way round. And we do. So it's not the diode. The diode is not the problem. So if we go to the board view again. What do we got here? These are shorted together. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting actually, isn't it? What are these connected to? Let's go to continuity mode. Alright, so we've got this pad here. It's connected to what looks like either a volume wheel or a brightness wheel. So that trace runs from the top there. You can't see this very well. There we go. So it runs from the top down to that, to this cap, to this resistor, I think. No. Yes. How intriguing. Let's look at the other board. That's weird. That's weird. I bet if we touch these two together, like this is the other board now, I bet if we touch this we get no continuity. And we don't. Right, you see that? We're getting no continuity on these. But on this board, same general area, right? Same two pads. We're getting continuity. Most intriguing. It's not to ground either. Okay, let's clean this up anyway. Let's get that solder off. There we go. There we go. Okay, so right, that's the one I recapped. what I want to do is compare and contrast readings on some of these components. Now I'm suspicious of this component on the other board. So let's see what kind of readings we get from it. So let's get that into view. There we go. Diode mode. Let's see. Let's go positive. So we're getting 600 there. Open line that way. 2 point something there. 2 point something there. Yeah, that's the same. Interesting. I'm thinking. Well, you know what? Let's get these diodes back on at least. At least that way they can't be lost, right? So let's solder that back on. So we'll just get a bit of flux down on these two pads at least. I don't know why, I just think these Xena diodes are really cool. They look old school. I've got no room to maneuver that. Excellent. Bugger. Come on, there we go, there we go, there we go. Come on. Get in there. Yeah, man. I think it's raised a bit. It's kind of weird. They're round. They're round diodes. They're completely round. Like, they're not typical surface mount diodes like I've ever seen before. It's quite fascinating to see this old tech. But I think it's going to be a MOSFET, to be honest. Got to test around. I think I also need to remove that shielding. Let's get that back on at least. At least we're back where we started that way, right? So let's get that into shot at least. There we go. Okay, RB. Cheers. I need to have a look at which problem parts of the PCB are usually a problem part, and then test around that area. I mean, I think I'm in the right area, just because we're getting that weird shorted to ground thing. I mean, normally you'd see a short like that because of a faulty IC, right? That's what I would typically expect to see. Well, we got the diode back at least. I'm just looking around for any damage now or anything like that, you know? Anything obvious? Don't see anything. This is going to be one of those, I'm going to have to set aside some more time for it. I haven't got that much more time left tonight, to be fair. That looks a bit damaged, but that's just a port. Yeah, there's nothing majorly obvious wrong with it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's just double check for sanity's sake that thing is still shorted, though. I'm pretty sure it is. Or it's still reading as like no resistance between the two sides. Yeah. That's interesting, though. I wonder if it's the copper foil, if something's shorted under that copper foil maybe that I had up. Could it be that? Wouldn't have thought so. I don't know. Yeah. I could inject. Could do. I guess the question on this board, though, is where? I don't know where. And I'd probably have to... I know it's a 5 volt board, so I could inject 5 volts. Yeah. Okay, well, actually, I can probably find somewhere, so... Alright, let's find somewhere. But where I hear myself cry... Right. to 1.5 volts. Yeah. Start low and work my way up. Maybe set it to like 1 or 2 amps, something low, right? So I don't cook the damn thing. Now, I guess my problem, my problem is I've never actually done voltage injection. That's something that, it's a diagnostic technique I'm aware of, and I know it's important. I've never done it in anger, and I guess now is the sort of time to do it in anger. Hang on, is that a solder ball? Oh, look at that. Let's get that off real quick. I found a loose bit of solder. Yoink. $250 milliamps. Yeah, it's probably about right for a system like this. They're pretty low grade, like low power requirement. To give you an idea, on the back of the Atari Lynx, it says it's 9 volts, 3 watts, which would work out to something like 0.3 something, 0.300, 0.330 amps. If you go by Ohm's law. Yeah, I don't know where to inject the power on this thing. I do have the benchtop power supply, though. What we got? What we got? Let's go. Let's ramp it down. Let's ramp my voltage right down. Let's take it to 1 volt. Yeah, 1.8 will probably do it, won't it? I guess I probably need IPA for this as well. I don't have a freeze spray on me. Right, okay. Okay. So you're thinking I just put power through there, and then whatever's shorted nearby will probably reveal itself. Do you know what I'm going to do, actually? There are schematics for this. Rather than guesswork, I'm actually just going to look at a schematic. Let's do that. Let's go to the Atari Lynx schematic. Christ. Okay, let's take a look. So, if we have a look on the desktop, we got ourselves a schematic. It's one of the nice things about these old systems, isn't it? You know, you can often get hold of these schematics. Although I'm pretty sure this is a reverse engineered thing. Yeah, I know, Lee. I know. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we got a power circuit here. Alrighty. What area was I in? Well, the parts are labelled. Let me have a look. What one short? Okay, that was... I think it was D10. Yeah, it was D10. D10. Yeah, actually, let's see. Is there a board view on this? Let's see. I don't think there is. No. It's not like I can search a PNG for D10 either. That's fun, isn't it? Fuck, I'll be here all night looking at this. Oh, there's D3. Oh, of course. It looks like there might be a spot down here somewhere I can use. Yeah, the thing is, Micro, I don't know if that other board's even good. Because that's also a broken board. Ow. Ow. So I can't just easily check like that. So, both of these are broken. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're trying to tell me. Which is also possible. It's been a long day for me today. C54. Alright, where's C54? Yeah, that's a good point. It could be normal circuit behavior. I don't think it would be, right? Like, it's weird to have a diode that, you know, behaves that way. Well, I've never seen a diode, a good diode work like that, you know. So I don't think it's that. So let's get back to, camera view. I have actually got to go soon, so, annoyingly. Oh, let's go back to the microscope. I mean, what I was thinking of doing is just connecting positive to one of the caps on the positive side. Yeah, not sure. Not sure. On an oven board? Really? Huh. Interesting. I don't think it's normal behaviour though. I've got just a hunch, you know. I mean, I wonder. What the fuck? Where the fuck are these? Sorry. I'm spotting solder balls on the board. I must have rogue solder balls. I'm going to have to chuck this in the ultrasonic just to dislodge those, I think. I mean, I cleaned up my area earlier, but I guess I missed these solder balls. Oh man, they're everywhere. One there. One there. One there. Yeah, I'm going to have to chuck this in the ultrasonic. Oh god. What did I do? It's from reballing, I think. I don't know, I've got a strong suspicion it's this bloody thing. Because looking at it, it is connected to this. I mean, it's connected to a resistor to... what the fuck is this circuit doing? I don't know. What I'm going to do, because I know that these systems are really well documented, I'm going to look it up. I haven't got any more time now anyway. I promised I'd play a game with a friend of mine tonight, and I didn't think I'd be taking this long, so I'm going to have to shoot off, guys. But yeah. What I'll do, I will pick this up again. I'll probably pick this up again tomorrow, and take it forward there. I'm probably going to do a bit of diagnostic work as well. I don't want to go injecting voltage just yet because I don't know what I'm doing, and to be frank, it's not my board. If it was my board, I'd just screw around with it, you know. But I don't want to mess up RB King's links, so I'm not going to be injecting voltage until I know where I can inject it and how to do it safely, you know. Again, it's one of those things, I've never needed to do it before. I've got the kit, but I've never actually needed to do it before. I'm still pretty new, so... and also I want to get rid of all these stupid solder balls. Yeah, planning to. I'm going to give Valheim a go. See how that is. Right, anyway, folks. You know, it's been a pleasure having you. When I figure this out, which is the plan, I'm pretty much 100% sure that it's something related to the power rail. Once I've figured that out, you know, I'll show you guys what I find, and I'll probably do another stream where I actually sort it out properly. But yeah, so that's been recapped anyway. It's just not there yet. It's probably a MOSFET or a diode somewhere. We'll see. But yeah, anyway, thanks for having you guys, and yeah, as always, bye for now. See ya.